worldwide. And
all right, 2747. Okay. Okay.
oh fuck. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So a guy joins. His name is Ichiban, and he says, I follow Flam, and I wanted to see on YouTube or on Steam what game he was playing. And I saw he was playing a game called Bloons. And we don't know, Bloons is like a weird tower defense game. It's quite popular right now. It was featured by Zintek, and it's apparently very autistic for like the tower shooter, which is why people play it. So he says, I'm going to go see how many hours he has in Bloons, because apparently people can burn quite a few hours.
How many hours do I have in Bloons? Hold on. Let's see. Uh, 267 hours. I don't know if I played all of that, but like 267 hours.
Into this game. Opens it up and sees that he's a member of 6 Discord groups. And Ichiban, being a curious fan of this, notices that one of the groups is German. And since Flamenco does not speak German, it is quite interesting that he would be in a German group. So he opens the group and clicks on the profile of the administrator, who is this guy named Sanctus. And Sanctus's profile has pictures of children. And it's quite curious why this Austrian person has pictures of children all over, and lolicon. You can see like 2 like drawn characters like kissing in the corner. And it's quite curious why he would have this on his profile.
It's
So,
not
if we went
curious.
to Sanctus's profile,
It's not curious. It's just fucking weird. I'm not defending that shit. I don't want anything to do with that. Weird. Nope. Fuck you.
and you clicked their groups, you would find this other group, which Flamenco was not in, called the
Big shouts to Null, by the way. He clarified that I was not in this group at any point.
Bundeskriminalamt, which apparently means federal police in German or Austrian. I'm guessing German because it has the flag right there. And if you were to go to this group, you would notice that every single user in this group had a child for their profile picture, just like the other one did. And if you went to one of their profiles, you might find this, another German user who has the child lover symbol, which I'm sure many of you have seen from the images like on 4chan. There's a list of
Very gross.
FBI recognized like dog whistles that pedophiles have, and this is one of them. I think this is child lover for girls, probably because it's pink. And very obvious pedophile group. There are people who play video games and they have enough to not get banned, but enough to make it obvious that they're pedophiles. And that if you're a pedophile and you want to contact them, then they would be happy to sort you out. So, again,
Now, in fairness to this guy, Psychopius says, Flam just says, I add everybody. This is true, and I've said this prior to this, like, entire debacle. I have flat out said that I add, like, everybody, and that's the reason why my friends group is added, so I've said this already.
and just to remind you that this is 2 degrees of separation from Flamenco. Flamenco is in the King Harry group, which is owned by Sanctus, who is in the Bundeskriminalamt, and that is the pedophile one, like hardcore pedophile one. We don't know what the King Henry one is, or King Harry. I looked it up. Apparently,
Oh, hey
King
there,
Harry.
kids. It's time for the
Shameless shekel shakedown.
Seriously, Flam. Wilberger's Autism Cat Thieves Guild stories are the funniest, especially the ending.
I will watch that, maybe not on stream, but at some point. Don't worry.
Was like a Serbian prince who went to a concentration camp as a child and was sexually molested and abused by alcoholic parents. It was
Had no idea whatsoever.
something weird like that. I don't know if that's a dog whistle in Germany. It was very strange. So this happens, and people are talking about it, and eventually Flamenco decides to join the chat, my new Sneed chat that I just created. And he's in chat, and his performance in chat talking about it was not convincing. The same thing as last time when he got found out with the hentai shit. That was kind of sussy. He just says, "I do not recall. I do not remember joining this group. I do not know." And it's like, okay, well, okay, Hillary Clinton, you're not convincing me that, Hillary Clinton said, "I don't recall" as a way to circumvent like legal responses to Congress. That's not how you convince people, though. Like, if you remember, she lost the election because people didn't trust her, even though she didn't go to jail for what she did. So that I considered his performance a bit.
I most likely just say most of the time I just say that so that, like, if I'm denying something and, like, because I don't remember joining the server or anything like that, but it's not recall or anything like that. It's like, yeah, I obviously joined. If I said something, it was probably like one thing or whatever. I don't remember. And that's why I don't want to, like, say, no, I never chatted in there, because I don't,
abysmal. And when I thought about this, I mentioned to him, by the way.
Basically, the entire point of that is so that, like, if, like, I did say, like, hi or something, and people can't be like, look, he said something, he said hi, he's lying. Like, there's, again, people are schizophrenic like that. People are absolute fucking spurgs like that. So, like, if you don't have, like, a full recollection of why you're even in the fucking group, like, yeah, I don't recall ever fucking saying anything in that or whatever.
That the user's name was Lolicon. Like, the ID in the profile section was just Lolicon.
The URL ID was Lolicon. Again, I don't think a guy's name was actually Lolicon at any point.
And he says, like, "Oh yeah, I have him on my friends list." I'm thinking, okay, number one, why would you tell me that? I did not know that, but sure enough, they are friends. So it's like, okay, that's even worse, Flamenco. Why would you tell me this? And I try to say here, and I try to think, because in case you don't know, my rule, because people say things about me, and I don't appreciate it. So that has tempered my attitude.
It does suck, doesn't it,
the
Jai?
big P word. And I try to be fair, and I try to say I would not call someone a pedophile unless I was so convinced that they were a pedophile that I could shoot them myself with my own hand and feel absolutely no niggling doubt in my head.
Oh, hey there, kids. It's time for the
Shameless Shekel shakedown.
Can I join in a bit? Have something to
What could
say?
he say
In just a little bit, Hal. Don't worry, I will add you. Sorry.
in this instance that would help exonerate him? I try to sit and come up with this on my own. What could possibly he say? What's the benefit of a doubt here? And I came up with one, and I said I had come up with a good excuse, and I decided not to say what it is because I did not want to help him. But sure enough, he went on Kino Casino with PPP and Andy Worski and Godwinson for the first time in a very long time, and they talked to him, and Flamenco pulls out the one good excuse that I could come up with, which is just that he adds absolutely everybody.
Which, again, is the truth, and it's something I've said prior in other streams.
And joins random fucking groups that he gets invited to. Because if you are in a group of people like VTubers or the anime board on 4chan or the VTuber board on 4chan or the V board on 4chan, and you just accept random invitations, you are, without fail, within the limit of 250, which is all you can add if you are on a if you're not like a high level on Steam. You can only have like 200 friends. He has 240 on his friends list. I have like 8 on my Steam friends list. I know every single.
Which, by the way, I'm 95% sure is like I have like maybe 15 friend requests that I can accept at this point before I reach the limit, because I've done the retarded Steam friend like card shit or whatever. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I know. There is proof that they've changed their picks. Again, yeah, 100%.
One of them. But I guess if you just add random fucking people and you're participating in anime communities, you are definitely going to get sex offenders on your list. I guarantee you that if you just go onto A or VTuber, the board on 4chan, and say, hey, add me on Steam, you will probably get, out of 100 people, 50 of them will have lolicon avatars, and 10 of them will have real kids as the avatars. And it's just like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. And he joins a random German group because it's like a World War II black and white photo in German, and he just thinks like, oh, this is like some like dog whistle conservative group.
Yeah, I thought it was some sort of edgy right-wing thing, most likely, and that's why I'd never like looked into it. But it's like in all German, so I probably never felt the need to like chat in there.
I can believe that, and I believe that when he says it because he had a previous encounter with PPP where he was definitely guilty, and that was all the porn shit. And his responses there were floundering about, saying, I don't know.
I mean, that Pornhub account was legitimately hacked. I have the fucking email about it, too.
Oh, it must have been a hacker. Like, stupid shit that's like, why would you even get onto a stream if you're just going to say stupid shit like that and make yourself look guilty as fuck? So I know how he looks when he lies. He looks retarded when he lies. So to come out with like a viable excuse, like, yeah, I just accept everybody. You know, I want to be internet famous. And it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. And by the way, I looked it up, and this is from November.
Again, big shout out to Josh. He is like giving me at least a pretty fair shake for these, like, for this group or whatever. He's not being like autistic or whatever. Like, I think he's giving it a relatively like even-handed take.
2021, so last year, maybe around the time the guy added, this is the first archive for his account, the other guy, Sanctus, and he's using Lazy Town. Speaking of Pedo Bear, he's using Lazy Town, which I guess is like a pedophile thing, but it's not obvious because like Lazy Town memes have been a thing for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I can kind of believe you, bro, but you know, as bad as like, because the argument with Flamenco did not go over well even for PPP's audience. From what I understand, Andy Worski.
No, my argument went very well with PPP's audience, Josh. I'm sorry, it went fucking gangbusters.
Turned off the chat replay for his chat because it was full of tomatoes. And then the comments are overwhelmingly negative. The ratio for likes dislikes is like 60% dislike. And even when he did a poll for his stream, like 40% of people said they thought that Flamenco was a pedophile. So it just didn't work. However, I will now turn the other cheek and I will shit on Flamenco because if this wasn't damning, the issue is that he has the hentai shit very recently with the lolicon tags. Or the Shotacon tags, because he was watching something about Boy Soprano or something. He then exits that by like, whatever, it's just like porn. I found Christ. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then he has this, and it's like, okay, PPP didn't really handle it, and he looks kind of like innocent because of it. But then he directly goes from that to this huge benefit of a doubt that I could give him to showing up on a fucking stream with Vito the Pedo and Mr. Girl, a.k.a. Max Carson, who's...
Also, in fairness, Vito was not originally one of the people invited into this live stream. But again, like, okay, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna say this already, because, like, at some point I'll probably be inside, like, another conversation that has Mr. Girl or whatever. Dude, I don't fucking care. I legit do not fucking care, okay? I do not care if I am on a live stream with another person that people have issue with. I genuinely do not give a shit. I genuinely do not give a shit. Now, Mr. Girl is weird, and he says really fucking weird shit, and I don't fully trust him. Vito, on the other hand, is just a fucking contrarian attention whore. He is nothing but a person who seeks to go and, like, rile up people because they have heartfelt beliefs on certain things. That is the only purpose that Vito has. It is 100% contrarian. He is 100% trying to get a rise out of people. That is 100% his MO for every single fucking interaction that he has that goes against the grain. Again, don't fucking, I don't know.
called I Am a Pedophile, and he just hangs out with these fucking people. And it's like, I can't give you any more benefit of a doubt, bro. I just can't. I can't associate with someone who's going to associate with open pedophiles.
Again, Josh, I don't fucking care if you associate with me, dude. I already know. I watch anime. I'm already tainted in your eyes. It's whatever, dude. You can, whatever. It's fine. I don't fucking care. I genuinely don't care. I genuinely don't care. Isn't that an old stream? That stream is like 2 months old. That stream is something that Augie invited me on to because he was going on to the thing that had Link and Mr. Girl talking about whether or not porn is an addiction. And the important thing to kind of understand about that is Mr. Girl was getting kind of irritated with me because I wasn't like fully embracing lolicon shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, you know what? If a character is stated to be like 15 years old in that, like, I feel a little bit different with the work. I feel a little bit different with what I'm looking at. If it's explicitly stated, that's a little weird. That's a little odd. I don't look at it the same way. And it feels weird. I don't know. Was it fun talking to ER? Yes, it was. It very much was.
Because if you don't remember, Vito had this
contrarian pedo posting is still pedo posting. No, it really fucking isn't. It really fucking isn't. Vito is not saying that he's a pedophile in this. Vito is just like, oh, I want to fucking hold up my fucking, devil's advocate type thing for Mr. Girl or whatever. Mr. Girl, again, I don't think is actually a pedophile. I think he is saying when he's talking about his Cuties thing is that Cuties was trying to elicit a sexual response from like all these like naked, like half naked tweens or whatever. And that it like he felt that way or whatever. Again, it's gross and I don't understand it fully because I don't think I would get the same reaction to watching Cuties or whatever, but I think that's what Cuties was actually going for, and it's to make you like feel disgusted with your physical response or whatever. Luckily, I haven't watched Cuties though, so I don't know.
Stupid defense on Twitter.
Take that L, Flam. I don't know.
For Max Carson.
Again, I kind of think that Null'S position with whether or not you'll call somebody a pedophile is pretty good. I don't think I would shoot Vito or Mr. Girl and sleep well at night.
Against Keemstar, and he says this: having basic empathy for non-offending pedophiles will ultimately lead to less child abuse. The fact that it takes this controversial is a sad reminder that we still live in an
Again, right here, having not basic empathy for non-offending pedophiles will ultimately lead to less child abuse. What I read this as, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, what I read this as is, if you are a person that is attracted to children, but you go and you seek help and you remove yourself from any position that possibly endangers children or puts you in a position to abuse children, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. If you are a person that's like that and you're seeking help and you're taking active measures to be like, you know what? I have this weird sickness. I don't know what's going on, and I'm going to remove myself so I don't be put in a position where I can hurt children. That part right there is fine. That part right there is fine. I don't know. Flam, just stop talking. Okay.
Intellectual dark age. I Need Ethereum says, what does non-offending mean? Never touched a kid? Never looked at CP? If you're into kids, there's only one solution. To which Vito says, non-offending means we understand breaking the existing laws is a no-no.
As long as Vito is taking precautions, like necessary precautions to remove himself from being anywhere near children, good for him.
We understand, inclusive.
And when you have kids, you'll understand. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Fair enough. If I don't have kids, I don't. Listen, I can't. Whatever.
Then someone says, quote unquote, we, and he says we, period. So him, Max Carson, definitely pedophiles, passes the test. I would shoot both of them and I would sleep like a fucking baby. I would sleep better after shooting them than I did before shooting them. So completely fair.
Yeah, Yeah, Vito does need a lot of help. Vito, like I said, is like a person who is just only happy when he is in the hot seat, when he is like negative attention on him. Vito definitely needs help, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm having like a fucking retard take or whatever, but I don't know.
Fair to say that. And then Flamenco's just fucking hanging out in their chat like, hey guys, I'm also being called a pedophile. Is this the club that we're...
Listen, if Vito or Mr. Girl, especially Mr. Girl, after saying that he was attracted to Cutie, says, oh, by the way, I just got a position at a daycare or whatever, I'd be fucking alarmed. All right? I would not be comfortable. I would not be happy with this situation. I would not be comfortable with this situation at all. All right? Like, I don't know. That's like the best way for me to explain it. I don't know.
We hang out in?
Listen, I just don't feel comfortable with assigning a death sentence to people with like pre-crime or some shit. I don't know.
For being called pedophiles, and the only person who has, because Ralph did a thing about this, and he manages to make it all about Jim, which is just stupid and joyless. The only person who had a correct take on this was Keemstar, who said this.
Every time I see these fucking stupid debates, you're 2 seconds to be talking about, well, fucking pedos
What's your
are
view,
okay
Keem?
or some shit. My view is you're all fucking weird. No. Fuck off.
Again, yeah, 100%. All these like extremely like, oh, we're so big brain, we're so high intellectual, we're so smart, lol type people of like, oh, well, what if X was actually able to actually do this or whatever? Like, yeah, you're weird and you're like, fuck you or whatever. Like, I do agree with Keemstar's low like drug brain take.
And that's all I'm playing of this 15-minute stream.
Very base Keemstar take.
These fucking losers. And it's just like, Flam, I don't know what you're up to, but I don't want to be a part of it. I will never associate with Flamenco. I'll never...
That's okay, Josh. It's okay. I 100% don't take it personally. Josh actually did DM me, though, about whether or not I'm, like, using my Cozy account or something, if I could get... If you could get my stream ID. Maybe if Fuentes goes like fully nuclear with me, but I don't know.
Never associate with anyone who associates with these two people, because they're open pedophiles, and there's no doubt about it. You can say like they'll come. Here's their game, right? This is what they do. They like hiding in plain sight. It's funny and arousing to them to say that they're something that's so disgusting and then just walk it back. They go out there, they say I am a pedophile, and then they turn around and say no, I'm just joking. And then you're just supposed, and then it makes them laugh that they can say I'm a pedophile just joking, and like that's
yeah, that right there is Vito's whole MO, and it's annoying as fuck. I really hope that he stops engaging in that, but he won't or whatever. I see Renaissance in the chat too. Yeah, like that might be a reason to ban him, because he's being a needless contrarian. He's constantly like trying to poke the bear and trying to engage in like fucking sophistry that doesn't need to be engaged in or whatever. But I don't know.
Funny to them. And then Destiny is making this fucking loser Max Carson into his protege. And it's like, I will never talk to you. I will never talk to Destiny. I'll never talk to Flamenco. I never want to be in a recording with either of these people, because they make bad judgment decisions. At worst, at absolute worst, they are completely fucking retarded, and they cannot be trusted with their own health and safety at this point. Or at the opposite end, they're pedophiles and they have pedophile friends and they stick up for them. Wherever they lie on that spectrum of stupid and disgusting, like no thank you. I never want to know any of you people. So that's my take on the Flamenco stuff. I think that PvP fumbled trying to out him for that, when he could have just waited 30 seconds and then used this stream as better evidence, as far as I'm concerned.
I disagree with this though, dude. If I'm on a stream with somebody, that's not indication that I'm like guilty of anything. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, Josh. Josh, you've been on streams with fucking Zoom of all people, okay? Literal fucking pedophile Corey Barnhill. Fuck off, dude. I don't know.
Remember that he held back from calling Tux a pedo. Well, I don't know. He seems to have a soft spot for his friends because he...
It's not even a soft spot for a friend. Like, Tux wasn't that deep of a friend. I was, like, friendly to him. And it's just like, yeah, you know what? Tux is a degenerate. Tux, like, had extremely inappropriate shit with his sister. But guess what? Tux was also like 14 and his sister was like 12. He's not a pedophile. He's just a degenerate. I don't want anything to fucking do with him, but I also don't want him to fucking kill himself. I hope he fucking gets help, and that's it. Like, I don't know. And saying that shit is like, oh, why are you throwing up such a fucking shield for Tux? It's like, oh my God, fuck off, dude.
Knew Tux, and he knew some other guy vaguely. He's like a friend of the show, some Discord guy who's like a lolicon on Twitter or something, Dimitri. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it is, on one hand, it's poor show to like say, oh, well, you know.
Dimitri's like some fucking weird edgy poster on fucking Twitter and shit. I don't fucking care about Dimitri, dude. I've talked to Dimitri like 2 fucking times or whatever. And it's just like, oh, you need to like talk about this guy. Dude, okay, you know what? I don't talk about pedophile shit even if it's somebody I don't fucking know. Even with the Keffel shit, I'm like, you know what? Keffels was like, you know, in moderation position of this, and it was like really fucking sus. That's it. I'm not gonna call him a fucking pedophile. And this person fucking hates me. I don't fucking care.
You know, you're guilty by association. You're friends with Max Carson, so that makes you a pedophile, and I won't talk to you. But on the other hand, you can be judged by the company that you keep.
Yeah, if I'm like doing like, if I'm constantly in group chats with Mr. Girl and Vito, I'm like constantly talking. It's like, hey guys, how was your day? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Oh, and we're exchanging notes and all that shit. And we're constantly on. No, I was on one fucking stream. That's not a fucking indication that I'm like co-signing every single fucking thing these people have ever fucking done in their entire lives. It is such a fucking retarded take, dude.
You know, it's different. There's a difference between like having somebody on your show to like talk to them and figure out what they're about, but then at a certain point you should be like, oh, I figured out what you're about and you're a fucking menace and I don't want anything to do with you. It's like I don't understand how that's on.
And that's what I fucking said about Tux. That's what I fucking said about Tux, because Tux admitted to fucking touching his sister. That's the reason. Did Mr. Girl ever say that he touched the kid or touched his sister? Did Vito ever say he touched the kid or touched his sister? No, that's a fucking threshold.
Unfair. I don't know. Like there's nuance to it. People can't.
Oh, hey there, kids.
Like,
it's time for the
shameless shekel shakedown.
Having shit company.
Let him talk for a minute.
At a
it's not going
point.
where you think for the most part.
Okay.
Calm down.
Do you think flamenco is a big P? And I'll leave it like that. Yes, no, or third option, fuck them anyways. All right, I'll take a sip while you guys are while
I'm actually curious. What did chat say about this?
And the results are coming in. I'll give it another second, another sip.
Calm down. I don't think I'm having. I don't think I'm having a pill stream. Okay, like I think I would say the same shit if I was sober. All right, I don't know. Thank you, Awakening Bear. I really appreciate that, fam.
Okay, at 1,000 votes, do you think flamenco is the big P? 31% says yes, 23% says no, 46% says fuck them anyways, and I am probably right there along those same lines too.
Fair enough, fair enough. I think fuck them anyways is like a lesser no.
Ralph is watching. Say hi. Hello, Ralph. Do I want to say something mean? Nah. You know what? I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride. Hi, Ralph. I hope you're doing well, Ralph. I hope you're having fun back in the U.S. Fuck it. I'll save the Ralph stuff for later. I don't feel like doing it now. I am gonna. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna talk about anime real quick. This is a big shocker.
All right. Well, I think that's it for it. Sorry. I was chimping out just a little. I've calmed down. Hal wants to call in. I'll take Hal's call. You're deafened and muted, Hal.
Hello, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Okay. Hey, so I got some things to say specifically about Vito.
Oh
Like,
boy, here we go.
Whether you think he's like a pedophile or not at this point, I do think just how much he talks about it doesn't seem like he's joking or even just trying to be a contrary. It seems like he's just admitting it to like get away with it to anger people. I do agree with like Josh's take on that.
I don't know. I think Vito's just trying to be an attention whore, contrarian asshole. Like he is a massive piece of shit for that, but I don't know.
Regardless, it's disgusting. The chat hates him. Every time he comes in, he just makes things worse. He's annoying. Everyone hates him. I see no reason why we should like let him in this chat anymore. He's really just annoying, and everyone just every time he comes in, people want him banned. We really should just like ban him and not like give him any more attention. Ban him from the community, exile him. And if he, like you mentioned earlier, if he's trying to get help, he's clearly not. Because he's coming into these communities.
Again, I don't think Vito is ever admitting that he's like sexually attracted to anything that involves children. I think Vito is just being a fuck. Oh, sorry, Pikmin volume's a little loud. Sorry. Hold on.
Well, you mentioned we. That's the big thing, and he's just annoying. Like,
yeah, I think that's a slip of phrase, though. I don't know. I don't think I would like hang Vito over that fucking usage of the word we.
We should really just ban him.
Wait, hold on, what? Wait, did I turn the volume down too low? Sorry. I mean, yeah, Vito's bad optics, but I don't want to, like, be like... Dude, like, yeah. Arguably, I'm bad optics, dude. I don't know.
No, I'm not entertained. It's annoying, and it's just stupid. It's not funny. There's nothing funny about what he's doing or what he's saying. There's nothing clever. There's no joke. It's just annoying. Yeah, when you go around defending pedophiles and saying you're a pedo, people are going to get mad at you because people hate pedophiles.
Vito's never said that he's a pedophile.
But he's like I said, he defends them. And with Mr. Girl,
who does he defend them? Who does he defend?
Mr. Girl. Mr. Girl specifically. I do believe he's of course admitted the cuties, but it goes a lot deeper than that. Do you like know his history?
No, I don't.
He's had like years of history of being a genuine creep. He was like in that women's studies class. Hold on, it's all in his Kiwi Farms there. It's really detailed.
For the shameless shekel shakedown.
Max Carson. And he's just annoying. Vito's just annoying. Like, we should just ban him at this point, not keep him around. There's no point to like keeping him, letting him in chat. He adds nothing. He's just annoying. Regardless if you think he's like a pedophile or not, he's just an annoying piece of shit. Let's see, where is it? There's like old. This is a long thread. It's gotten longer since last time I checked. Hold on, I'm looking for it. He's very liberal about his sick. Okay, yeah, he just makes like he did like an interview back then with like, and he was like, he just has like years and years of history. Let's see. Carson first got attention he autistically craved when some incel retard decided to go to Virginia Tech and kill 32 people. Like, oh my gosh. Hurts no. I'm looking for the specific. I remember there being an interview of like he was like I said in a women's studies class, and he used to say like creepy rapey things and stuff like that. And he just has like years of history of doing that. I don't think he is like trying. Like when you say you're like sexually aroused by cuties, that's like enough. That should be enough. I'm not. I agree with you. Like, I don't think people should like care if you're just sitting there on a panel. But at the same time, I don't like this guy like getting all the attention.
Like, I'm not gonna do like long form content with him and like, I want to be like in the next Mr. Girl video or anything like that. It's just like, I don't know, if I'm like in a video with him and a stream with him and I'm actively disagreeing with him. It's like, oh well, Flam was into this, so it's like I can't associate with it. Like, I don't know. Fuck off, Josh. I don't fucking care. Fuck you.
Josh is mad specifically, like, because he's gotten all the. He's said this before. He doesn't like that Mr. Girl has gotten all this
hey there, kids! It's
attention
time for the
recently. He's
Shekel
like going on
shakedown.
bigger panels and like
Vito
stuff, and
because
he's
of this
becoming like
spurred tears.
known in the drama community. He hates that because he is like a creepy weirdo, and he's like inserting himself into these communities for attention and fame. It's pretty gross, honestly. I wish we could just like not like give this guy any. I wish people wouldn't give this dude any attention. It's just annoying.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, people are gonna say the same shit about me though, and I don't want to encourage this sort of like behavior or whatever. You know what I mean?
And I'm just saying, I really don't think we should we should just ban Vito at this point. There's no point. Chat hates him. In fact, you should just do a poll now and say, like, do a poll and say, should we ban Vito?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you it'll just
time
be
for a 24/7 Vito stream. I don't know.
No. Yeah, but he's he's just annoying. No one likes him. Yes, ban Vito. See.
All right. Put it to a poll. Okay.
Because he's annoying, Martha List. He adds nothing. Everyone hates him. It's not about he adds literally nothing. He just comes in here to like troll.
I don't feel comfortable like with the whole like, oh, he's nothing but trouble for you. It's just like the preemptive thing of like this or whatever. Like, I don't want to associate with Tux because like I find what he did was like really fucking gross. Okay, that's the main reason. I don't fucking care about like, oh, my public image or whatever. It's the like, oh, hey, he's like, oh, I touched my sister and I'm worried about how this is gonna fucking affect my SEO or whatever. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be like a fucking slave to people that are like, oh, you need to do this right now or whatever. Because, like, again, I'm not defending anything that Vito does. I think he's an annoying tension whore. And he's a piece of shit. But I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't know.
No, Mexican. He's annoying. It's not about free. He's just annoying in chat. No one what's he like add? That's my point. It's not about. There's like no point to letting him. And obviously, most of chat, 66%, that's a pretty huge leap, saying no. Or yes, I mean. Yes, we should ban.
Josh was mad because he gave you the benefit of the doubt to not be a P, and then he called you the worst possible piece, and basically have to disavow. I don't know.
Yeah, hey there, kids.
I'm saying, I agree. Parts of that, like, I agree with some of what Josh said, but yeah, the end, especially where he was trying to say, I don't know if he like intentionally. That felt like just dishonest when he like brought that like that stream up. I don't know how he could get that wrong, but that stream was like 2 months ago. That wasn't right after.
Because the people in my thread aren't actually interested in actually discussing what actually happened. They're interested in like, oh, we fucking hate this person for whatever fucking reason, and we're gonna just like do whatever we can to be as dishonest and smear them. So like when it happens with that, like I don't know, I don't know. Wasn't Ricada on a panel with Mr. Girl? So what, is he guilty by association? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
I don't believe in guilt by association. I'm
not even saying I want to do content with Vito. That's like the fucking weird thing. It's like, oh, he needs to be banned from your chat. I don't know.
I'm saying, like, yeah, I'm just saying everyone hates him and he's annoying in chat. He adds like nothing. He's just annoying.
I know he's annoying. But like being annoying, I don't know.
And we've banned annoying people before. People have gotten banned for being annoying. So
that's true.
It seems right. It seems right to ban Vito. He's not funny. He's just annoying. Didn't laugh.
There,
he sucks.
It's time for the
shameless shekel shakedown.
By Vito.
Are you not into trends?
And it looks like almost 70% are saying ban Vito. That's about the same as the PPP poll a few days ago when they asked if you were a pedophile. 70% said no, you weren't. So
yeah,
I think it's fair to ban Vito at this point because Vito sucks and he has nothing. Yeah, I personally, I don't fault you for like going on random streams and he's just there. Like I think that's ridiculous. He was trying to say like you were being like friends with him too. That's just wrong. That's not what you were doing.
Oh hey there, kids! It's time for the
like there's some obvious stuff
shakedown.
Josh was just wrong about, but I do agree with him that Mr. Girl and Vito genuinely suck. And there's no redeeming qualities to them. I wish they would stop.
I will say that the needless instigation of like just utter chaos in the chat and constantly causing people to like get mad is like a viable reason to get rid of them. I will concede on that. That is like 100% a reason why to go through that.
Yeah, and
like,
exactly.
I think with Vito specifically, if he constantly instigates on chat and constantly like, well, no, I never said this, I never said that, or whatever. Like like at a certain point, if he starts like causing enough like fucking autism to the point that the chat is like constantly going on in that, I think that might actually be a viable reason to ban it.
Yeah.
Whereas exactly. Like if like I'm on a Stardust thing and Stardust has Mr. Girl on, I'm not gonna like, oh, I can't be associated with this or whatever. Like I'm not agreeing with Mr. Girl. I'm not like constantly like, you know, ball lapping Mr. Girl or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna be a slave to like what people who already fucking are predisposed to hating me already think. You know what I mean? But like if Vito does unironically cause like just autism in the chat and is constantly like picking fights with people in the chat,
there,
if he does that, I am gonna unironically ban him. And I'll do it my own fucking self
Sleep
too.
and think on it.
Okay, that's good.
When you
and
are
like
drunk.
I said, 72% now believe it. So I think it is fair to ban him at this point.
Yeah.
When he does come, when we see him again, just get rid of him. No point to him being around. He sucks. He's just an annoying piece of shit. And everyone hates him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad you came around to that. Like I said, I think the guilt by association.
If he unironically causes like fucking spurgouts in the chat, it's constantly picking fights in the chat again, I will ban him my fucking self too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's literally all he does when he comes in. He adds nothing. He's just makes the chat.
To be fair,
the worst place.
I would also say ban Stardust and maybe even ban Augie. No. Stardust doesn't come in picking fights, and neither does Augie. You guys just fucking chimp out about that on your own. That's not my fucking problem.
No, I think I think he's fun. I think Flam has the right idea, chat. He doesn't even have. He said next time sees him if he's doing it, which he will be. He always does. Then he's getting banned. And I'm glad. I hope he's. I really hope we just stop hearing about him one day. He's just the worst. I hate him.
Oh hey there, kids! It's time for the
shameless we hate that guy.
Shakedown.
Bro, the only reason to not
Greater
ban
than
them is stubborn.
Oh, thanks,
not
some
bend
dude.
to
I
the
appreciate that.
ALAWGS. Sound familiar?
And Jesse's okay. He can be funny.
Yeah.
He's kind of weird, but he's pretty weird. He has some weird stuff he does, but I mean, I'd be lying if I sometimes I didn't laugh what he says. Vito should leave the internet. Very much agree.
Again, if Vito comes in and he starts like picking fights with people in the chat, I will ban him myself. Okay, and then when I ban him myself, I will not unban him. All right, that's my fucking resolution. All right, that is a fair point that people in the chat are making. If he's constantly causing Like
How
if he's
hard is it to ban one person?
if he's
Flam?
constantly
Do you really
picking
want to
fights
sink
with people
lower
in the
with these
chat, I
people?
will ban him.
Yeah, it is what he does. It's really just.
Weenie take. Well, I mean, you know, I'm always gonna have a weenie take. Whatever.
It's not a weenie take. It's a good take. That's what it is.
I don't think Stardust picks fights in the chat, and I don't think Augie picks fights in the chat. I think it's chatters in the chat that are constantly like, "Oh, you fucking hate Stardust" or anything like that. Like, yeah.
Okay. Vito has been given many chances. He's in chat. He's been like let in chat. He's been coming in chat every now and then for like months now, has he? Maybe years. Not years, months. It's kind of stupid.
He just wants views. He wants to stir the pot with bad takes. Yeah, maybe. Salvo
It's
banned?
annoying. But it's not.
I don't know.
Funny.
With Salvo, I feel like I'm like, if I ban him, then I feel like I'm like giving him credence that like he's bothering me or something. I don't know.
It's not. But the problem is, Matthew Hunter, it's not funny. It's just gay and annoying. No one's amused by it. And you can tell just by the poll here, 74% is a long, pretty huge number.
All right. Ban Stardust because she's bad optics. I'm not banning Stardust. She's not like.
She barely even chats, so there's like I barely see her in chat. When she does, it's like hello or whatever. And same with Augie. All he does is like say, "Hey Flam, watching the stream." So there's like them. They don't do anything. So there's no point to ban them.
Stardust is okay, people say I'm a liability in Augie's chat. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. So again, this is why I don't cover any of the shit on my streams. 100%.
Yeah, I agree with that, dude. Like I agree, not like covering pedo shit when it comes out because you want, especially if it's like brand new, you want to like wait, make sure not to get anything wrong because if it is wrong, it does look terrible. But
Yeah.
like, there are people who probably are pedophiles, and Mr. Girl is one of them, I'd say. So he has like a very long history of being just a creep, an absolute creep. And then he goes and defends cuties and says he's sexually aroused by it. It's like, you can't tell me that guy's not a pedophile. Watches it. Oh yeah, he did. No, that was something else. That wasn't really related to Flame.
Jibba Jabba. Thank you, Ear Juice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh man, I am this is something I should probably be focusing on when I'm sober. Oh man, I'm sorry, Swaybull.
We've been, dude. People have been banned before for being annoying, Chin Chan. Like, I don't see why we shouldn't ban Vito if he's doing the same.
Oh, hey there, kids. It's time for the
Shameless shekel shakedown.
Banning people because other people tell you to is really F-slur. It sets a F-slur precedent. Just ignore them or bant back at them. Don't be a Ralph.
I should probably end the stream at some point.
Rip Pikmin. Pikmin Purgatory. You know, it's pretty easy to install a Wii U emulator. If you're up to play a Wii U game someday, I can show you. I know how. The CMU is the one I use.
$24-hour Pikmin stream? Yeah. No, I don't think tonight. Remember to not yell at your Google Flam? Yeah, I will. All right. I think I am actually going to end this. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm enjoying my water right now, and hopefully I won't have a hangover. I will see you guys at some point Monday, I think. That's the main plan. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
There, kids. It's time
or not
for the
tomorrow,
shameless
but
shekel
later
shakedown.
next Monday.
Shin Chan is right. Stop running Flam's channel, Hal.
Bye, Chan.
But I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, or not tomorrow, but I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one. I love you guys. Ciao, everybody. Later.